As May 16 nears, leading bookies in Rajkot, Indore and Ahmedabad have stopped offering bets on Rahul Gandhi as the next Prime Minister of India, suggesting that the Congress Vice President does not stand much of a chance to move into 7 Racecourse Road after the Lok Sabha poll results are out mid-May. Now, even a month ago, some bookies were offering odds of about 6 to 7 rupees for Gandhi to be the Prime Minister, while the rate for Arvind Kejriwal, the founder of the Aam Aadmi Party, was about 500 to 525 rupees. In contrast to Rahul Gandhi, the rate for Narendra Modi, the BJP candidate for the PM post, is nearly 45 paise, and this is unchanged from what the rate was about a month ago. This means that if one bets 100 rupees on Modi to assume the coveted office in Delhi's South Block, and he actually becomes the Prime Minister after May 16, one would get 145 rupees. In fact, in the Rajkot Indore circles, the rate for the NDA coming to power is 44 paise. Now, the rates for the BJP, which led the alliance that ruled the country from 1999 to 2004, getting 200 Lok Sabha seats, is 46 paise and 58 paise for 250 seats. Now, this rate has slightly changed. What was offered about 10 days ago, 50 paise to 75 paise for the BJP getting 250 seats, indicating the party has a lower chance of getting to that level. The bookies are also betting heavily about the Congress getting less than 100 Lok Sabha seats, with the rates of it getting 85 to 90 seats at 1.60 to 1.70 rupees. This is what sources are telling us. In fact, one of our sources had to state, and to quote him, Rahul Gandhi is not a running item anymore, unquote. Moving on, the Election Commission will hold repolling in 12 polling stations across Karnataka today. This is because the EVMs had malfunctioned on the day of polling, April 17. Now, the polling booths facing repoll represent the 9 parliamentary constituencies of Haveri, Bagalkot, Bijapur, Gulbarga, Raichur, Bidar, Shimoga, Hassan and Tumkur. Now, in Bidar, Bagalkot and Raichur constituencies, the Election Commission has recommended repolling in 2 polling stations each. The Model Code of Conduct was enforced from the 27th of April in the districts where these polling stations are located. As many as 10,000 to 15,000 voters will get to cast their vote once again. The snags were reported in 11 of the 12 polling stations, wherein there were doubts if the votes cast were registered in the EVMs, or the electronic voting machines. Now, the Chief Electoral Officer said the right index finger of voters will be marked with the indelible ink during repoll. Now, the Election Commission has decided to enforce the model code in the districts where the polling stations facing repoll are registered, as the stations may represent a particular Lok Sabha seat, but the assembly segment where they are located may be in a different district. Accordingly, the model code will be enforced in the 9 districts of Haveri, Bagalkot, Bijapur, Gulbarga, Raichur, Bidar, Hassan, Tumkur and Udupi till the evening of April 29. The poll timings will remain unchanged between 7, well, in fact it started, till 6 in the evening. In fact, we have information that repolling will be held in Rani Bennur, booth 57 in Haveri constituency, Bagalkot and Jamkhandi booth 7 and 27 in Bagalkot, Sindigi booth 216 in Bijapur, Sedam booth 165 and Gulbarga Reserve, Shahpur and Yadgir booths 35 and 112 in Raichur, 2 booths in Bidar town 20 and 21, that is in Bidar, Bayandur booth 174 in Shimoga, in Arsikere booth 72 in Hassan, and in Turvekere booth 8 in Tumkur constituency. In fact, repolling in the Turvekere booth is due to improper handling of the EVM by the polling personnel, who have been suspended for not reporting the matter on polling day. Now, this is what Anil Kumar Jha had stated. Well, India is one of the largest exporters of Alfonso mangoes to the United Kingdom, but a major setback has surfaced as the European Commission has imposed a ban on the king of fruits and other veggies. Here's a report.
Major setback for mango exporters. EU ban on import of Indian Alfonso mangoes. The European Union has banned the import of the king of fruits, the Alfonso mangoes. The ban will be applicable from May 1st. This came after 207 consignments of the fruits from India were found to be contaminated in 2013. The fruits were infested by insects such as fruit flies and other pests. However, the ban is not permanent. The temporary ban has been proposed by the European Commission and endorsed by a 28-member committee till December 2015. But it's not just the mangoes that have been banned from being imported. Ban imposed on other veggies as well. Apart from the mangoes, vegetables like eggplant, the taro plant, bitter gourd and snake gourd has also been banned. A revision of the ban will take place before the 31st of December 2015. Meanwhile, most of the wholesalers and retailers of our country have opposed the ban. Even Indian origin Member of Parliament from the Leicester East constituency in UK, Keith Wass, has written to the European Union to look into the matter.
This is Euro nonsense and bureaucracy gone mad. Indian mangoes have been imported to Britain for centuries. I am furious with the lack of consultation with those who will be affected by the ban.
Not just that, he has also written to Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and has asked whether the Indian government was consulted before imposing the ban. Though the ban is temporary till December 2015, the traders fear the loss of a long-term deal. Will the European Union raise the ban at the earliest following the traders' plea is what remains to be seen. A News9 report.
Now, a man who has been waging a lone battle against the high and mighty has finally received international recognition. India's Ramesh Agrawal is one of the 6 persons this year to receive the Green Nobel. Take a look.
He has been toiling for a decade for the betterment of his village. In return, he has received only silence from the government and bullet injuries in his left leg. Ramesh Agrawal, the true man of steel, the man who has been fighting the high and mighty to save his village, is finally being honored for his selfless efforts. He is one of the 6 recipients of the Goldman Environmental Prize or the Green Nobel this year. He was presented the award on Monday in San Francisco, which came with a prize money of $170,000.
This is the biggest milestone in my life. But it also makes me sad that someone in a foreign country who I don't even know is willing to do so much for us, while so many people here don't even know us or want to help.
Ramesh Agrawal is no ordinary man. He is someone who single-handedly has fought mighty industries like Jindal in court to save Garya village in Chhattisgarh from indiscriminate industrialization. Though he has had no formal legal training, Ramesh has spent the last decade educating villagers about the ill effects of industrialization on their village, their rights as citizens, and their duty to fight for their rights. He has won 3 lawsuits, including one against Jindal Steel and Power Limited, as he blocked the steel major from opening a second coal mine. But Ramesh has faced dangerous hostility too. In 2012, 3 months after winning the case against Jindal, he was shot at in the leg twice by miscreants who claimed to be sent by the company. However, the case was not connected to the steel giant by the police. Ramesh's fight has surely saved his village of industrial exploitation. But when outsiders can recognize the efforts of this selfless man, why can't we? A News9 report.